Hey friend, hey. Friend, where you been? Friend, where have you been? You're like, Jasmine, it's you. Yeah, it usually is. Friend, where you been? Come on in here. We need to do, me, she, her, but you're gonna join me. We need to do a meal plan. Because who was I last month thinking, I'm not going to meal plan anymore. I am going to just flow. And that worked, and that was cute. But this month, I need a plan. I need a plan. So this is gonna be super chill, little, almost like kitchen table talking, if you would, if we should label it. This is almost like this. No, let's call it FaceTime. This is gonna be a FaceTime hangout. Let's figure out what your girl's gonna cook for the month of June and a little bit of July. Let's chit chat a little bit. Let's catch up, and let's also talk about my reviews of some things that I bought last month. So let's start with monthly review. Okay, so last month, if you watched my last month grocery haul, first of all, hey friend, hey, I didn't even properly introduce myself, but should we? Because we're just FaceTiming. This is not formal. We're just having fun. But anyways, friend, let's talk about what I bought last month, because I bought some stuff last month that I really liked, and I need to tell you about it, okay? So first and foremost, you didn't watch my May grocery haul. Doesn't it feel like it's like August, September? Like, or is it just me? Like, I feel like there's so many days in between these months. Like, I feel like there's days in between the months. Like, I don't know. It just feels weird. Like, I feel like I'm in two seasons in one. Summer, not yet fall, that in between, and summer's just getting started. But anyways, okay, stay focused. Okay, I bought some new items. I always like to try something new every time I go grocery shopping. We can thank my father for that, because he's always was trying something new. But I bought the Tony's chocolate value pack, and it had like the caramel, the crispy, the dark chocolate. I'm gonna be honest, like, it's not a bad chocolate, but I think I preferred more the dark chocolate. And where I'm at in life right now, I've been really liking dark chocolate, surprisingly. So, and usually I'm not really a dark chocolate girl, but I'm also learning, like, there's levels to dark chocolate, just like there's levels to like milk chocolate. Like, you have your like basic ones, but then you have some really, really nice quality dark or milk chocolates. Y'all, if you hear noise in the background, it is very much real life. Okay, washing, cleaning clothes, a whole bit. It's very much real life. We're FaceTiming. Okay, I'm not trying to make this proper, but it was okay. Tony's chocolate, it was okay. Would I buy it again? Probably not, but I may want to experiment with it in the fall for baking. So yes, the other one I bought was this, or the next thing I bought was this Primera Tortillas. I said that the tortilla brand that I usually buy, you know, corn tortillas are like, they're like this, right? And when you're building them, even if you heat up the tortilla, it like breaks, and I hated that. And so I made carne asada tacos, put a pin in that. I made carne asada tacos, and last month, and I used those tortillas. I think I'm gonna start buying those tortillas. If I'm gonna do like store-bought tortillas, I think I'm gonna keep buying this brand, because they did not really break on me like that. For the most part, not like the other brand. The other brand just be like, it just split. It didn't even, I'm like, you had one job, tortilla, to hold up, and you just tripping. So I will buy that one again. I also tried the Mountain Valley water, like clear, wait, what am I trying to say? The spring water that is in a green bottle. That is the most cleanest water I ever had in my life. I was like, I drank that, and even my son drank some. I'm like, here, try this water, because it's like the most purest water I ever had in my life. When I tell you that thing was so clear, I was like, calculating. I'm like, what have I been drinking my whole life? Because this is just phenomenal. Would I buy it again? I might. It's not one I'm like, oh my gosh, I need that water today. I mean, at least in this moment, but maybe one day I will. So I did like it. It just, I don't know. It's just something to try. You know what I mean? I also tried the smash burgers. And I have, by this time you guys will see that I have all the photos on the screen. These, let me tell you something. Friend. Okay, so I got these smash burgers because thinking I was gonna grill. I did grill. I grilled, I did burgers, I did hot dogs. I did the most for no reason. I made baked mac and cheese, right, from scratch. I made a broccoli salad, and then what did we have for dessert? I don't remember, but I did something for dessert. But back to the burgers. The burgers, I grilled them. When I tell you, they taste exactly like Burger King's Whoppers. Like, when you dress it all up, they taste exactly like Burger King burgers. Like, and I have right now I'm using a like gas grill, but so I don't know. I know there's a difference in taste between charcoal and gas, but they taste just like a Whopper. They were so good. So I definitely will buy those again. Yeah. Yeah, those were good. Oh, and that's what I was gonna say. They are but those burgers, okay, they are smash burgers, and when you're grilling them, and probably even on inside, you really had to make, because their patties are like super thin. So when you're grilling them or whatever you're cooking them, you really have to make sure that underside is really like seared and seared off really well, because when you go to flip it, because it's so thin, if it doesn't have that crust on the bottom side, it can tear because it's that thin. So just be mindful of that if you ever go to cook that. Okay, I also went to Albertsons and I got the Southwestern Grillers meat pack, which I found out is like, it could be flank steak, it could be carne asada. It was still good. It was still good. Speaking of carne asada, I'll talk to you about that in a little bit. And then, okay, I also bought the Olay cherry and peach body wash. I talked about this on my Instagram the other day, and listen, we be over there chopping it up sometimes. I haven't been on there as much as I used to, because I would be on there like almost every day, but I'm always like sharing something funny or something inspiring or whatever, or all the above. But I tried the cherry peach body wash. I'm not really a fruity fragrance girl. Like, I do like a fruit, but I really have to be in the mood for it. Like, my moods of fragrance changes a lot. Like, I like a clean profile, sometimes like very clean, fresh, soapy. Sometimes like in the winter I like more warm, like spicy type fragrance notes. It changes in seasons, but I'm usually not heavy gourmand, heavy fruity like that. I just really have to be in the mood for that. But I wanted something summery and just kind of for the season, and so I've got that cherry peach body wash. When I tell you, it smells so good. It wasn't like childish in that fragrance, like where it's like, you know, kind of juvenile, but it was like fresh, like peach and like fresh cherry and peach fruit, like that. And it just, oh, it smells so good. I'm like over it now. I want my like clean water aquatic scent again, but it was really good. So if you're looking for a cherry and peach body wash to go along with like your hygiene routine, definitely check that one out by Olay. And then last but not least, I have this one, and you could tell, honey, I like it. It's the Vitamasques overnight lip mask. I have it on right now. I use this thing, and I'll have it on the screen. I use this thing instead of chapstick, and I love it. It says it plumps and repairs. Maybe it does. I don't feel like a tingly plump, and I didn't buy it for that. I literally just bought it because I needed an overnight mask and they didn't have the EOS one. But I like this one just as much as I like the EOS, and I think this one is a little bit cheaper. I'm not sure, but I do like this. I put this on in the morning and I put it on at night. If I'm out and about, and I do live in New Mexico, if I'm out and about and I find my lips to be a little bit more dry, I will reach for it. But usually the morning time and the night time, my lips stay hydrated. There's no in between. If there's an in between, I just want like gloss or something on my lips. But as far as moisture, my lips stay moisturized with this mask. So I will definitely be keeping this on deck, okay? So friend, that's all other things I wanted to share with you about last month and what we've been enjoying. But now we need to get to these meals, friend. So listen, okay, I've got some new cookbooks. Well, I got new cookbooks for Mother's Day. I got like 2 Ina Garten books. I got this Hailee Catalano, or Catalano, and I got this Trejo's tacos, and I think that's it. But okay, so meal inspo. Usually, you know, lately I've been pulling a lot from cookbooks because I just want to. I don't always like to pull from social media, but yeah, I think we're gonna do a little bit of both this month. So here's what the goal is, okay? I'm trying to keep this short and sweet and not be an hour long, but maybe you like that, let me know. But I definitely want this month to be something that's like quick meals, that is short and sweet. I'm gonna say that, friend, watch this. I'm going to say that, but are we always going to make something quick? Probably not, but quick for me is a little bit different than other people, right? Because I've been cooking for a little while. But I want something quick. I want like meats. I want like salads. I want like stuff that's just like summer vibes. You know what I mean? So here's what I'm thinking. Okay? Here's what I'm thinking. Actually, I don't know. Okay, let me tell you what I know, what I want for sure. What I want for sure. What I know for sure. Okay, Oprah Winfrey. What I know for sure is this. My month is going to push me into about the 1st or 2nd week of July, okay? My month of groceries. So that's also planning for the holidays. Now, I'm not usually a big holiday person when it comes to cooking. Like, outside of Christmas and Thanksgiving, I'm not really big on holidays. Me personally, I'm not. But here's what I'm thinking. I want to make a cake, like a patriotic cake, because growing up, I remember my mom used to always have those like women's circle. Is it women's circle or family circle? Women's World, Family Circle? I don't know. She used to get those magazines all the time, and they would have like the cake with the like flag, with like the white cake or whatever, with the flag with the strawberries and blueberries. But hear me out, okay? So I want to do that, okay? And because I just think that'll be just like a cute little fun thing to do. I also want to practice decorating cakes. So it just gives me an opportunity just to work with cakes and frostings and stuff like that. But it just looks like fun. But here we go. There's a recipe by one of my favorite like food creators, Sarah Fennell, aka Broma Bakery. I use her Sweet Tooth cookbook all the time, and she did a copycat recipe for the Whole Foods berry Chantilly cake. Okay, are you with me? So I'm thinking about making that cake and turning it into a flag. So it's like you have 2 for 1 recipe. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking about doing that for the 4th, even though we don't really do holidays, but it's just the vibe. It's just the vibe, okay? So with the cake, I'm thinking of just doing the burgers again, some hot dogs. I'm not gonna do too many sides. Last time I barbecued, that was a lot. I was done. By the end of the night, I was like done. I'm already usually pretty done by the end of the night, but I was like really done that particular night. So I'm trying to like ease the load on myself. And so I'm just gonna grill the burgers, do the hot dogs. We have the Chantilly cake. I think I'm either, here's the thing, I think I'm either going to make potato salad, and I could prep that the night before, so it's easier for me. Prep the cake and the potato salad the night before, or I'm just gonna get like chips and just like store-bought cookies and call it a day. Wait, we don't need cookies if we're gonna have chips, if cake. So I think we can just do chips and barbecue. What am I saying? I think I could grill the burgers, the hot dogs, and just have some chips, some drinks, and then we have some cake for dessert. Boom. So I know for sure I want to do that. What else do we have going on? I don't really do like Juneteenth. Again, I don't really do holidays, and maybe I might make something like soul foodish. Maybe I've been thinking about doing like pork chops, and like maybe some mashed potatoes or some other pork chops, something. Listen, I'm anyways, okay, so here's when I meal plan, I like to think of like, I break my things up in like tiers. So I'm also thinking budget wise, and I'm also thinking, okay, there are certain meals, right, that cost more than others. Some of my more higher priced meals are like a pot roast first, and here's the thing, I just made a pot roast. I really wanted one, and I was like, I'm like, no, like I could buy like 2 other meals. Like I will always just like never get what I want, but I'm like, this time I'm gonna get what I want, and I'll just figure it out. So I just made like a pot roast the other day, like an old school pot roast, where it's just like the meat, I sear off the meat, you season it up, you sear it up, and you use like cream of mushroom, which I try to stay away from, but I was like, I want it this time. So I made like a cream of mushroom pot roast, y'all, with, you add the Lipton onion mix in there and all that stuff like that. I have a video coming soon, you'll get to see it, but it was so good. I did potatoes, I made some cabbage. I haven't made like cabbage or collard greens in years. So I was like, man, I should make some cabbage because I had some leftover bacon. So I made some cabbage and some cornbread, and it was so good. And and then I made some peach cobbler too. Friend, it was so good. It was go. I know. You should have came over. You could have had a plate. You know how you have those meals that just like hit the spot, and I feel like sometimes I have meals that is just like when you're craving it, like hits it, like it doesn't 100% hit the spot, because you have to have the food has to taste good, and you have to have it on the same day that you're craving it, for me, in order to hit the spot. And it was a win all across the board. But anyways, so what was I saying? High price meals. So I already made a high price meal. So when I'm looking at my monthly meal plan, I'm looking at like, okay, high price meals, and then I fill in the gaps with the lower cost meals. So for me, it's like a taco, like maybe a spaghetti. If we're going into something like baked spaghetti, or like not baked spaghetti, like a baked ziti or Alfredo, where it's a little bit more costly ingredient, like, you know, you're using like heavy cream costs a lot. So I'm looking at like the budget of it all when I'm thinking about these meals. So I already know like the barbecue, the burgers is going to be like the biggest cost is the burgers. So I'm like, okay, I already have a meal that's going to be a high cost. If I do the pork chops, that probably is going to be a high cost. I don't know, I haven't made pork chops in years either. They used to be a cheaper cut, but I don't know what it is these days. I would have to kind of go out and search for that. There's something else I want to make. Let me show you. Well, actually, while I'm here, let me show you this. So this is the half-baked harvest. I feel like let me show you what I have made, which I may do this. She made these like crispy tacos that was like really good. Actually, there's a couple recipes I want to try from here. This is pizza pasta. That looks so good. We love a pasta. That and they're pretty affordable. So when I'm thinking again, high price meals, filling it in with like the lower price meals, that's probably one that'd be like a lower price meal that I'll fill my month with, right? Let me see. But I made these tacos, friend. Y'all, I made these tacos. This is called Dad's Cheesy Baked Tacos. That is good. You know what makes it good is actually you do their sheet pan tacos, right? You get like a half sheet pan, right? And you put olive oil down and you put spices down. It's like a spice blend that you put down, and then you just like build your tacos. You bake them in the oven, which is great if you're making a lot of tacos at once and you don't necessarily have like a flat grill, which I don't. It's perfect. It's perfect. They are crispy, probably not as crispy as you can get them like on a skillet or a flat top griddle, or you know what I mean. But it gets the job done, and I like it. But the seasoning on the outside, friend, when I tell you that is so yummy. I made that, but this is something I do want to make, and I've been wanting to make this for a while now. I just feel like it's more of a fall dish in my opinion, but let me see if I can find it. It's the Coco Van meatballs. Coco Van Blanc meatballs. This looks so yummy. From the time I got this book, I've been wanting to make this, but I'm just like, should I make this now? I'm not sure, but I want to. I kind of want to. I kind of want to. The ingredients look pretty good. Ground chicken, yeah, ground chicken is pretty affordable. But I don't know. It feels like meatballs and like creamy sauce like that, even though I just had a pot roast. I mean, it feels like fall and winter, and I don't want that type of vibe right now. Like, I just want something super light and yummy, and I don't know, but I am thinking about that. Like tacos, we love tacos. You know, your hamburgers, your light pastas and salad, like you can't go wrong with that. There is also, let me figure this out. Okay, so I've been wanting to cook in this cookbook for a while. I follow Hailee and Chuck on TikTok, and I love their like Friday night dinners, and I love her beach sandwiches, which I want to make that too. But I'm so glad to have her cookbook. She just seems like, Hailee feels like the sweetest woman on the internet, and I just had to support her cookbook. So there's something I actually really want to make, but I'm like, I don't know if I can find all the ingredients. So she has this recipe for, again, I love a good pasta. She has a recipe for Sunday gravy, okay? Now, the only reason I'm like, I have to find, for the gravy, you need a pound of lamb neck bones. And listen, the area which I live in southern New Mexico, okay, in New Mexico, I have never seen lamb neck bones. So I'm like, I don't know, like I feel like I have to go on a goose hunt for these lamb neck bones. So I'm going to go to one of the grocery stores and see, because I know they do sell lamb. I don't know if they can, like, if they're able to like maybe special order it. I have no idea. Like, I probably could substitute it out for something else, but I really want the recipe to be as authentic to the original as possible. So we're gonna see. Wait, I know. Wait a minute, friend. Wait a minute. I tell you, sometimes I love social media. I think I could find it. I follow this like local content creator that has been really showcasing a lot of like the city, and he actually went to a like butcher, which I didn't know that we had it, but we do. So honestly, I may be able to make this. I may be able to make that. So this is something I want to do. It's just one of those days that I love recipes, like crock pot recipes, if you would, that I could just throw and leave simmering on the stove or in the oven, which who wants to turn on the oven in the summer? But I think that'll be good, just a Sunday gravy. Also with that, there's something else I want to try too, is for dessert, which I may not get around to this time, honestly, because I'm realizing I don't like to bake a lot in the summer, and I like to bake more in the fall. Like I do more cookies in the summer and maybe like pound cakes and stuff like that, maybe. But I don't really like to do a whole lot of baking in the summer. But here we are. There, she has this olive oil pineapple upside down cake. Girl, that's perfect for the church functions. I won't be there, but is that bad to say? But no, this is like perfect for like wedding, maybe, if you bring your own food. Who does that? I mean, somebody probably does. I wouldn't. But for baby showers, for like, you know, little functions, dinner hosting, I think this would be really cute. I love a good pineapple upside down cake anyway. So yeah, so that's the 2 recipes I want to try from the Hailee Catalano book. And then I have this one that is the Trejo's tacos. Friend, okay, I haven't really dove into this book completely, if we're being honest, but I was like, this is gonna be perfect for summer because I want to grill a lot. Friend, do you know how many times I grilled last month? I grilled like probably for like 2 weeks straight. I'm so tired of grilled foods. I don't want another grilled food. But this does look good. This is the bacon cheeseburger taco. What? It looks so yummy. I don't know what makes it bacon cheeseburger, but because I don't even see bacon. I don't even see bacon listed on it. Maybe it's just like a topping. Oh no, there it goes. Don't that sound good? But he has a risotto in here that I thought would be good. But speaking of, okay, going back to, what were we talking about? Carne asada tacos. I tried his carne asada. Is this it? No, that's carnitas. I tried his carne asada marinade. When I tell you, that was so yummy, and I definitely will make this again. This is so good. This was really, 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 really good. And let me tell you something. If you go on Amazon, okay, which I got my book from, and also, you guys, I'll have links down to these items if you want to check them out. They are affiliate links, just so you know. But if you want to go ahead and check that out, I have links down below. But you go on Amazon, they have like a couple of pages that you could just sit and try a couple recipes, okay? But this one is a good one. But he has he has a risotto recipe that I really would like to try. The Mexican-ish risotto. Doesn't that look delicious? That looks amazing. I was like, what, friend? It calls for coconut milk, olive oil, short grain brown rice. Okay. White and yellow onion, garlic, cumin seeds, bay leaf, cinnamon, dried chili de I don't know how to pronounce that one, and salt and pepper. That looks amazing. I feel like it was another one, but I could be mistaken. But yeah, friend, so that is where I'm at. So we have a carne asada that I may revisit. That's about like, what, 6 or 7 recipes or meal ideas. Let's start from the beginning. So we're gonna barbecue. We know that. I'm going to, what was the second one? I'm thinking about doing like some type of soul food dinner, and I have to just kind of weigh my options and kind of figure out what exactly I'm going to make. I was thinking about like smothered pork chops, like I said, and then I'm also thinking about doing like something in between of those bigger, like more pricier meals, and making like our pastas or like our tacos, nachos. I wish I could do chicken wings, but I feel like I can't even find chicken wings like that. I may do like a roasted, or not grilled. I may do like a roasted chicken and a salad. Like really, I just want like a meat and a salad. Like I don't want to do too much. I know we did talk about having like a baked potato night and just like just have toppings and everybody do their own baked potato, which I think that'll be really fun. And then I'm going to make my cake, right, and I'll leave links to things down below so we can check it out. And then from this one, I do want to make this Sunday gravy if I can find it. If not, this may get pushed back for another month. It's not a big deal. It's not a huge deal, but I am thinking about making the olive oil cake, but I feel like it's probably not something I'm going to get around to. But something from this cookbook will be coming soon. I just don't know what. I'm just like, I need to make a plan. I need to figure out ideas. Let me know what you guys are cooking, or what do y'all want to eat? What do y'all want to eat this month? But yeah, I'm just really in like a meat salad space. I just want something that's like, I just want things that are simple, and I'm just not like doing too much. But you already know she's gonna do too much. Another thing I'm also gonna make is just like a staple that we have like every month is Chipotle bowls. Everybody's already been asking like, can I have Chipotle bowl? When are we gonna have Chipotle bowls again? So from this cookbook, I am thinking about those meatballs. We already talked about the pasta. What is it? Pizza pasta. I'm thinking about doing that. And then you know what else I would like to make? It's actually a breakfast recipe, which I don't usually make breakfast or lunches because everybody does their own thing. But there's this like breakfast recipe that I saw, and I was like, man, that looks so good. No, I can't find it. Okay, I found it. It's a Jerusalem style egg and cheese bagel. I love a good bagel sandwich. Okay, it's a Jerusalem style egg and cheese bagel with green jus. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that, but I guess it's like a green sauce or spread. That looks good. That looks so good. I do want to try this, and this has been on my like you know how people have a to be read book, like a, you know, if you're on Book Talk, they have a TBR. I have a TBC, to be cooked. This has been on my TBC list for a minute, and so I definitely want to make that, because for me, for breakfast, especially in the summer, I lean more towards like breakfast sandwiches as opposed to like oatmeal. Like I can eat the same thing every single, like same breakfast, same lunch every single day, and it honestly, I don't get bored of it because it's more of I'm just disciplined and try to stay routine, you know, just for my own wellness and health and fitness goals. So I'm okay with that. But dinners, I like to have fun with dinners, and clearly a girl loves a little dessert. But but breakfast, I like in the summertime, in spring and summer, I like to have like a good breakfast sandwich. And lately I've been loving that Starbucks dupe of the egg white and spinach wrap, but I do mine like egg white and kale because I don't really like the texture of spinach cooked. So I've been making that, and that's been really good. But I like to switch it up sometimes and just try different things. So I may try this. It really just depends on my mood. But yeah, it can vary. But is that everything I want to talk to you about? We talked about what I bought last month, the review. We talked about meal inspo and what I want to cook, what I've had my eye on. And yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. That's pretty much it. But I hope you guys have been doing well. I have. I'm just like enjoying the weekend and just trying to take in. I'm like wanting to film this while I had inspiration and just the ability to film it quickly before I had to go do other things. But y'all, I'm like trying to hurry and get everything done. You know how like back in the day, it's like when you wanted to go out and hang out with your friends, like you had to get everything done before you can have fun. And I still live by that today, in a sense. Like I'm like, let me get everything done. Like let me get my chores done. Let me get food prepped and all that stuff, so that I can, like, my thing lately has been I'm excited because I'm not even finishing my sentences. But it's like I want to get everything done, all of my adulting done, and so that I can sit down and enjoy my hobbies, which has been, let me tell you what I've been doing. So I started this, like, let me show it to you. Hold on. I started this crochet blanket last year, last November. Here's the thing. I always start these projects for me, and then I end up doing like projects for other people, or like I would do projects for my business when I had my like business that I was doing, like handmade gifts and stuff like that. And so my projects always kind of go to the back burner because I just don't. But this year I'm like, I need to finish all my projects that I started. And so I'm starting with this one first because it's the one that I have out. It's probably one of the biggest ones that I'm working on currently. And I'm just like, let's just go ahead and get it done. So this is a pattern by, I think it's Juniper and Oaks. And I saw her here on YouTube, and it's a mosaic crochet blanket, okay? It's Christmas, obviously. It's Christmas blanket, and I love it. This is my first time doing a mosaic pattern, and it's actually really fun. You do it like row by row. It's like a whole like chart that you follow, and it's made up of single crochet, like back loop single crochet, and front post double crochet. I think that's the terminology. I don't know. I'm kind of like probably like an advanced beginner to crochet, if you would. But so I've been working on this while I have my yarn all like on the ground. So I've been working on this, and I've been reading audio or listening to audiobooks. Like, I'm more of an audiobook person because I like to do other things instead of just like sit down and read a book, because more likely than not, if I sit down and read a book, I'm falling asleep. I'm falling asleep, friends. So I've been listening to audiobooks. Currently, I'm listening to the Sunland series. Is it Sunland? I think it's Sunland series, Can't Get Enough by Kennedy Ryan. It's the last one of that series. And so far so good. I have to go in and do like a TBR, like, and like my latest book reads, and just do a review. I think I'm gonna do that for Kitchen Table Talk, and we'll just talk about it. The books that I've been reading, which will probably be spoilers. So if you haven't read those books and you don't want spoilers, I suggest you don't watch that episode when it releases. But yeah, so I say all that to say, I want to finish all my adulting so I can go and listen to this book. So I just finished that one. I'm about to start on Taylor Jenkins Reid's Atmosphere. I cannot wait to read that one. I also just finished The Happy People. It's been a few that I have gone through like rather quickly because I've been in a space where I'm just like excited for reading again. So yeah, we'll have to talk about that. But yeah, that's enough. Listen, let me go ahead and finish my adulting, friend. But I will chat with you later. And yeah, we'll be back for a grocery haul now that I know I kind of have an idea of what I want to cook. So thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, y'all.